Ladies and gentlemen, the game-changing, the earth-shattering, COD-killing XDefiant is officially shutting down as of today. Here's a direct message from Mark Rubin, one of the head directors over there. He writes this: "Hello, XDefiant fans. I am unfortunately here today to announce that XDefiant will be shutting down. Starting today, December 3rd, 2024, new downloads and player registrations will no longer be available. We will still release our Season 3 content in the near future, expected date to be determined, and the servers will remain active until June 3rd. So the Season 3 will probably drop in the next month or two, and it's going to be maintained by a skeleton crew of people over there. For those who purchased the Ultimate Founders Pack, you'll receive a full refund. Awesome. I'm sure all 30 people are super happy about that. Players who made any purchases within the last 30 days will also be fully refunded. Those refunds should happen automatically within 8 weeks of today, and you can find more details on our official website, XDefiant. You know, I'm curious if those refunds actually will go out, because 8 weeks is such a long distance away. But let's talk about this for a minute, and this leaves one crazy question I'm going to ask at the end, so if you guys just mind, drop a follow. I'm trying to keep you guys up to date on all gaming and movie news. But it's crazy. Let's take a look at some of the comments, because it's pretty much what we expected. And then we're going to go over an article that Insider Gaming put out, and I'm going to break it down for you guys. That way you can just be up to date on all the information. We'll keep this video quick for you. So let's look at some of these comments over here. Yeah, again, COD killer, game changer. Now, in XDefiant's defense, they never officially came out and was like, yo, we're the COD killing game. People said it about it. You can look at thumbnails. You can look at videos. You can look at interviews. A lot of people said it, and it kind of got labeled this. But it does make me curious if this game would have came out when, like, a different Call of Duty would have launched. Not Black Ops 6, right? Which is extremely hype, by the way, and is still going great. Not only including zombies, but including the multiplayer and ranked. Could XDefiant have had a chance? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments, but Look at these from some of these people. Should have never nerfed sniping and movement. Yeah. Okay. COD players should never complain about skill-based matchmaking. Again, this is everything they wanted and asked for, and they didn't even play it. I think I speak for a lot of people. We all played it opening weekend, played for a week max, and then got kind of bored and just kind of moved on. Sadly, this is what happens when you rush out a game and there is no content roadmap at all, because all they want to try and beat the release date of other titles on the same market. And that is true. XDefiant, since it was announced, was pretty much just going to be related to COD. And it's hard not to be related to COD. You get what I'm saying? When you're making an arcade, first-person, fast-paced shooter, you got search and destroy game modes, you got team deathmatch, you have all that stuff. Now, there's a lot of other games that have those game modes, but a lot of them are just going to get referred back to Call of Duty. And it's hard not to fight that. This is how 5 people who played this game look right now. Yeah, the player base is not there right now. There are so many people that have moved on. There are so many people that are playing Call of Duty right now. But it's worse because even when Call of Duty didn't drop, the player base on this game just dropped substantially. And since it was free to play, no one was really paying for anything. And since the cosmetics sucked, dude, it was just an uphill battle from the start with this game. A shame, not gonna lie, good game. And there are people that still play this game. I'm sure this guy may still play it. He may just be trolling. But it does suck because when you like a game, you like a game. Not everyone has to like it, but there's not enough to even hold it for a small bit of these people. Never played this rubbish. Game was fun for like a week. This is similar to me. But just a sweat fest at higher levels. No search and destroy, so the game didn't stand a chance. Even trash, Black Ops 6 beats XDefiant all day. People need to switch to console Valorant way better. Yeah, so it's just COD killer all the way. Most Ubisoft games die on arrival. Yeah, this is not helping Ubisoft's reputation, by the way. But so there's this article from Insider Gaming we're going to take a look at here in a minute. But it's so sad because there's so many people that put so much work into this game, and it had a good base. Whether you liked it or not, the shooting was fun, the gameplay was good, and the guns felt great. It felt like if you used a submachine gun at a certain range, it was great. Same for assault rifles, same for snipers, and same for shotguns. But when you don't have enough content to keep pushing out, this is why games like this fail. So let's go over to this Insider interview right here. We're going to watch this video. I'm gonna break it down with you guys, okay? So let's listen to this. I'll explain some of it after. It's about 2 minutes long.
Ubisoft will in fact be shutting down XDefiant in June of 2025.
Why is it 480? Here we go, boys.
Your host with the most, A to the P, Albert Perkins, here with an insider.
I'll put the link to this entire video down in the comments. I don't want to take any credit away from Insider Gaming. They did a phenomenal job with this. I read the whole article. I'll explain it to you guys later. Let's watch this.
Will be shutting down XDefiant in June of
crazy.
The news was mentioned in an internal all-hands.
The concept for the game was a good idea, though.
The decision was made in part due to poor player numbers.
Taking a large part of Ubisoft's player IPs already and throwing them in a shooter game with different abilities, it is a good idea.
And a lack of player spending.
Let's watch this. Airspace and season. Yep.
With the decision to sunset the game. It's understood that the layoffs
stinks, man.
A significant number of employees.
That's the worst part, in my opinion. Worst part.
Studios, with some staff already receiving severance information.
Awesome. That's awesome. There's been so many layoffs in gaming this year. Like, it drives me up a wall. Because I love games, and I want companies to make fantastic games that we want to play. So many people are getting fired. It sucks. At least these people are getting a severance package, but it still stinks.
Another wave of layoffs will happen in February, with Ubisoft San Francisco and Osaka closing its doors.
It's just nonstop.
170 to 180 people are understood to be losing their
Holy
jobs.
cow.
Season 3 will be the last entire season of XDefiant, with the skeleton crew maintaining the title until June of 20.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Is just a small crew's going to be maintaining it up until they find something else and shut it down completely.
2025. According to those familiar with the situation, Ubisoft will be updating XDefiant players on refunds for
we read that earlier. Yeah. Good for them. Good for them. I give credit where credit is due. That is really good. Awesome to those people. Again, as we read earlier, it says if you bought the Founders Package, you will get a full refund and any cosmetics in the last 30 days.
XDefiant started its uphill battle soon after the release of Season 1.
Yeah.
With a lack of player spending, having the team scrambling.
That's the problem.
Costs. In August of 2024, we at Insider Gaming reported that XDefiant was on borrowed time despite initially having strong player numbers.
It did.
The studio were always aimed at its leadership, who refused to take responsibility for the project's shortcomings.
That's the worst, man.
Avoided with a better studio culture, according to the employees. In late March of 2024, Tom Henderson reported on the studio's toxic work culture, and despite an internal investigation that concluded last month, Tom was told that the issues had been swept under the rug, and that its
that's a major problem.
Mark Rubin, the executive producer of XDefiant, issued a statement saying,
"Crazy how all this can come from just like a toxic work culture."
In part, I am unfortunately here today to announce that XDefiant will be shut down.
Yep, we read this earlier.
Starting today, December 3rd, 2024, new downloads and player registration
this
will
so
no longer
sucks.
be available. We will still release our Season 3 content in the near future, exact date to be determined, and the servers will remain
I don't play this game.
until June 3rd.
I don't play this game, but I'm going to explain why this sucks in a minute after this video.
2025. Both current and former employees of Ubisoft can contact Tom securely and anonymously.
That's good.
At
Real good.
Tom Henderson at protonmail.com.
About to contact him myself.
Updates on this story, keep it locked at insidergaming.com and follow the discussion at our...
Awesome. So props to Insider Gaming for all that. This is pretty much what this article talks about as well. Man, this leaves me with a crazy question, though. Because no matter how big the studio or how good the game is when it comes out, is it too hard to make a popular shooting game right now that sticks and that people still play? It seems like the last few to do that was Valorant, maybe? Everyone seems to go back to their old classic games. We have like Apex, we have Fortnite, we have like Rainbow Six Siege, Valorant, and like Counter-Strike, and maybe one or two that I miss. But you guys know the finals. That game came out, was a good game, was different, was fun at the time, was doing updates, and it's not really talked about anymore. XDefiant, amazing player counts at the beginning. People were like, whoa, maybe this game can actually do it. And there was hype around it at first. But now, a couple months, literally not even a year, a couple months down the line, this game is shutting down, offering full refunds. And it's crazy because a lot of this comes from a toxic work environment. Insider Gaming did another talk about this as well. I won't go over this full thing with you guys because I want to keep it short. But pretty much just the toxic work environment. People not wanting to work and people just making the wrong decisions and no one wanting to show up. And this is what it leads to. It stinks because there's people there that are probably putting their heart and effort into this game and enjoy it and are now let off. And that's one of the worst parts about this for me. But I want to know your thoughts in the comments, mainly about, are you upset? There's not a big player base, so chances are you're probably not. But what does a game need to do to stick right now? Does it have to have a battle royale? Does it have to launch with the roadmap? Does it have to be free to play? I want to know your thoughts on that in the comments. Again, guys, if you feel like dropping a follow, I'm going to keep you guys up to date on all gaming and movie news. And we've got a lot going on. So just click the follow button. Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. Thank you so much.